So you all know that today's so you all know that today is a continuation of our Tuesday's lesson. So please understand that some points will get repeated, right? So we might have task which we already did, but with some advanced techniques. And also, it's a good thing for us to practice. You see, so that's why we will do this. So guys, yes, before we start, I want to tell you because on Tuesday I said that we will have this offline meeting. So I found a place in Kolpiti. Okay, so I think after Friday I'll go and visit that place and I'll let you all know. So after Friday, so I've already found a place. I've agreed with their terms. It looks like a good place. So we all can meet and I'll let you all know. So what happens is maybe on Sunday I'll put a poll so we can decide a day and time, and then based on the public like the majority's response, we'll make a decision when we are going to have. But it will definitely be before the New Year, the April 14th, 13th. So we'll try to have it before that. I'll let you all know, guys. Okay, so don't worry. So we're going to focus on lesson two, storytelling and professional speech mastery. So today we're going to focus on more powerful techniques, learn storytelling formulas, create four professional speech types, and develop memorable closings and deliver a complete 2 to 3 minute speech. Now, when we speak about storytelling, and I see that very much in Sri Lanka now, if you watch TikTok, if you watch some ads, if you watch some speakers, right, they try to narrate stories, and that's important. Now, for example, let's say you have to deliver a speech to some students, right? So over there, we cannot go with that ABC technique like we did, right? Or for example, when you speak about TED Talks. Now, you see, what I taught you on Tuesday, it's not similar to TED Talks, right? So today we are going to focus on how we could sound a bit more impressive with simple techniques. But the rest, guys, I think it's going to be the same. So, for example, you must have watched or heard Steve Jobs' Stanford's speech that he delivered for the convocation, where he says, I dropped out of college. That was his hook. And then tells three stories: hungry, stayed foolish, right? And then call to action. Or Simon Sinek, like, for example, in TED Talks, how many of you, like a hook, then explain why, then what you do. So here, what's important is it's going to be very effective when we want to promote something, right? When we want to sell something, when we want to stand out. So we follow this approach. So the hidden formula here is that a hook grab attention in first 10 seconds, then story, make it personal and memorable. Call to action. What should the audience think, feel, or do? Now, for example, I see that it's very important for teachers because online learning is becoming a big market, right? For example, I know that in Russia, it's about $4 billion dollar market, but at the same time, it's now because of these restrictions going the other way around. But it's a very potential way. So when we become qualified teachers, we also need to understand how we can make ourselves stand out because it's not like 20 years ago, right? It's not like we can go to Aquinas and get a job. It's different. So I'm just speaking to teachers, right? So it's a bit different. So the thing is, we have to have these three components like hook, story, call to action, right? So this is a very powerful technique too, but we can use it in different situations as well. Okay, so we'll look into that, guys. So like I said, here we're going to focus not more on professional speeches, but more on storytelling, advertising, promoting, and so on. So, guys, you see, opening hooks, five powerful techniques. The first 10 seconds decide everything. Now, for example, we can ask how many of you have ever felt nervous before speaking? Now, look at the grammar. How many of you have ever felt scared, have ever felt nervous, have ever felt frustrated? You see, guys, scared, frustrated, nervous, right? Stressed, right? Before speaking. Uh, then what would you do if you had only 6 months left to work, right? Have you ever wondered why some people succeed while others don't? You see, so these are like, the hooks. That's the best technique, right? Then the shocking fact or statistic. 90% of people fear public speaking more than death. Studies show that 70% of workplace problems come from poor communication. The average person makes a decision about you in 7 seconds. You see, so that's the shocking facts. Then, personal story opening. Last week, I made a mistake in front of 50 people. 5 years ago, I couldn't speak English in meetings. I'll never forget the day I failed my first presentation. Then, the bold statement. Everything you know about leadership is wrong. Success is not about working harder. The biggest risk is taking no risk at all. You see? And then the silence. Wake up, pause 3 5 seconds, make eye contact, that's important. Work best in person, but can work on Zoom with strong camera positions too. So, for example, if you're delivering, speaking something, it would also be useful. So, guys, I just want to share it with you all. You can think about it. So, once again, asking questions. Then the shocking fact. Then the personal story opening. Then the bold statement. Now, what you need to understand is that when we have a young audience to deliver our speech, so if you have a young audience in front of us, they would really appreciate like such questions, shocking facts, the personal story, the bold statement, right? So this is something that, would be useful in the long run. Now, guys, I just want you to think about it like, hook practice, create your own. Choose one technique and write hooks, or better to speak. Now, for example, create three different like hooks for the same topic using different techniques. Now, for example, how many of you have lost an opportunity because you couldn't explain your idea clearly? Research shows that 85% of career success depends on communication skills, not technical knowledge. 3 years ago, I missed a promotion because I couldn't present my achievements confidently. Now, what I want, guys, is actually we have bankers here, right? HR specialists, right? Academics, accountants, and so on, right? Many. So maybe imagine you want to deliver a speech about your profession or about your field. Can you give me maybe two examples? Like, number one, a question hook. Like, for example, to become a successful banker. How many of you have failed to become a successful banker over the years, for example, right? Or research shows that only 5% reach the highest position in Sri Lanka. For example, guys, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, don't get me the wrong way. 3 years ago, right, I missed a promotion because I couldn't present my achievements confidently, but then I knew what to do. Something like that, guys. So maybe can you just make a few examples with like teamwork, you can choose career growth, learning from mistakes, time management, leadership, or maybe something related to your profession. Just hooks, like, asking questions. Or give me some surprising facts. Now, when we speak about 85%, we can also use fractions, guys. Now, we can say only one out of eight enter university. No, guys, you all have so many things to share, right? Now, imagine today we have youngsters in Sri Lanka. It's a big issue. If we don't achieve a good score, if we don't pass out well, right? If we don't get good grades in A levels, then we are a bit lost. Either parents have to spend a lot of money to send us abroad or maybe find an education, but we don't get that state support. So, what is the solution there, right? Or maybe do we really need to have higher education to become successful? So, think on those lines, okay? So, I think I've given some ideas. Just make an effort, guys. I know it's a bit uncomfortable, but I did warn you all that today's lesson is a bit different. Yeah, so guys, someone. any surprising facts, at least go with fact hook, like a fact hook, you see. Any surprising facts that you know about Sri Lanka, about your profession, about the market, about the job market, about marketing, advertising, right? Accounting, to become a successful accountant, guys. No? Okay.
Yeah. May I present this?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Anu. Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you. I'm going to talk about time management. So, early in my career, I was struggling to manage everything in my official work and my personal thing. But I developed my strong prioritization skills, and after that, I could manage my everything and present situation also. So I can choose the what we can consider as first priority. Like that, priority wise, I can make a list and I can work based on the my top management requirement. So. Earlier, I had not proper experience about time management because of my lack of experience actually. So, but over the time, I could develop that skills and the present situation. So I'm good at managing time and I can work very well with my team. Thank you.
Yeah. Well done. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Well done. Very good. Love the effort. I'll take it. Yes. Who's next, guys? Indu, go ahead. Indu, please.
Suppose that I am speaking to the managerial staff in my college. So at the very beginning, I can ask how many of you have received official letters without a date? So I can start the story. Last week, I made a mistake sending an official letter to a school without the date. So at the end, or else I can start. Double checking is not enough, but checking by someone else too. So these are the points that I can
Well done. Well done. Well, I
use
think you can.
techniques.
No. First of all, Indu, I respect you so much because you're such a fast learner. Really, I've been noticing you're so attentive, so committed. You really, I have a lot of respect for you for that. And you make me work hard too because that's the character you are. So that's great. After we had a principal like Mrs. Kumari, and after that, it's you now who's running the show for me, and which I appreciate. So the point is, well done, very good. And when you spoke, actually, you kind of helped me to understand. Well done, first of all, very good. So you can be more confident. And yes, so for example, if you're chairing a meeting, right, that's also can be a situation, you see, where you share some experience and encouraging the audience or maybe like the junior staff or people who have joined recently the organization, right? So we can even address this way. I mean, address them this way. Yes, well done, very good. Yeah, well done, very good. A good example for others here. Thank you. Who's next? Rushta, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm going to tell three hooks regarding the overweight and obesity conditions in the women in Sri Lanka. How many of you have noticed that more women around us today are struggling with weight, even without eating too much? Have you ever wondered why this is happening in Sri Lanka? Recent studies in Sri Lanka show that nearly 1 in 3 adult women are overweight or obese, and the number are still rising. This is no longer just a personal issue, it's becoming a serious public health concern. Even last month, a 32-year-old mother came to my clinic. She told me I don't eat any junk food or other sweets or something. I cook at home, but still I keep gaining weight. She felt confused and even blamed herself, but her stories are not unique. It reflects what many Sri Lankan women are going through today. That's
Well done, Rushta. Well done. Excellent. Rushta, excellent. Rushta, so what about in your practice? Do you have your own, Instagram or like a TikTok? Do you create content or how do you?
No, sir. No,
No, let's do it,
I'm
Rooster.
just yeah,
Rooster,
yeah,
I
that's
liked it.
it. Yeah,
Go
many
ahead,
of are
Rooster. You
doing
see,
like that. Yeah,
yeah, please do
yeah,
it,
sir,
Rooster,
yeah.
and I'll be very happy, Rooster, if you do it. You see, if you need any help, let me
Yeah,
know.
thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
go
see,
ahead.
we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, just do it, Rooster. Yeah, just do it. That's great. Well done.
yes,
But I
sure.
like the content. I like the content, Rooster. I like the content. Well done. Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. 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 So, guys, to be honest, this is my aim to kind of show you all how you can make some public awareness. Anyone can do it. Yes. So, please go ahead. So, Rania, right? Rania, you want to answer? Rania, go ahead.
Yes. So here, sir, I selected the topic which is very close to my life and my heart. That is learning from mistakes. So here the question hook. Have you ever wondered why we remember our failures more than our successes? So according to that, the fact hook, psychological research shows that people tend to remember negative experiences more vividly than positive ones. So something very that happened in my life that comes to the story hook. 7 years ago, despite being a psychological counselor, I found myself sitting on the other side of the room seeking counseling after my own mistakes changed my life.
Well done. Well done. Not bad at all. Excellent, Rani. Excellent. So you're a counselor, is it? You're a psychological counselor.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, great. Well done. Very good. Lovely.
Thanks.
Udyanti, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How many of you think about proper sleep and exercise is a good medicine for us? Do you know that most of people get health issues due to not having good sleep and lack of exercise? Researchers have found that there is a direct relationship with good health and the sleep as well as exercise. I like to share my personal experience. Few years when I was around 40 years, we usually do our medical checkups in every year because our banks also give us funds. So as I remember, that was nearly end of the year. We were so busy with reports and all. Continuously, I didn't had follow my usual schedules. Then end of the year, I got my medical reports. Those were alarming. So I was so shocked and I went to see my consultant. Then he had a chat with me. He asked, how is my routine and all. Then he told, without moving direct medicine, I can give 2 months. If you can make adjustment to your daily life, have a good sleep as well as exercise. So I followed his instruction. Do you believe me? Next time when I go meet him with my reports, that was so happy. So on that day, I realized good sleep as well as exercise play a major role in our life.
Well done.
Still, I try my best to get that, use that 2 things. Thank you.
Great. So does this mean you're regular now with your workouts and also you're very consistent with your diet?
Yeah, I try my best, and sometimes when I get a chance in the week, I go gym or ground because I have health issues. My doctor has advised me because if I didn't follow good diet as well as exercise, around before 50 years, you will get diabetic as well as bad cholesterol. So thanks to him, his advice, I try my best to maintain those things.
Well, thanks to his advice. Thanks to his advice. Well done. I'll take it. Yeah, here you see, you won't believe. You see, you can say you won't believe, or would you believe that I had very satisfying results, or I had positive results after 2 months? You see, would you believe, or you won't believe? We can use both. Would you believe or you won't believe? But well done. So just a bit of grammar we need to work on, but I love the story, how you elaborate. So that's great. Great. Well done. Aruna, hi. Go ahead. Aruna, please.
Yeah. Sir, I would like to share with my personal experience with you, but how many of you know about how much it is important to living in the present moment than the previous things? So many researchers have shown that, and our great religious leaders has also shown that. So living in the present moment is more than better. So not thinking the past and future. So I also personally experience that because I'm a so busy person. So, but if I'm going to think about the past things and the future things in this moment, I can't concentrate more thing what we are doing in the present moment. So the last month, so I had a conference with conference. So then I participated it there. I got shocked when I was delivering the speech because I was struggling with making the presentation. So at that moment, so I couldn't realize that what type of mistake I have done. But if I'm not mistaken telling that I was not thinking about what the mistake had done. So then I continue it myself. So without thinking the past mistake what I have done. So then it was easy to deliver the speech in front of the person. So but in the person. So then finally I was able to deliver the message what I was thinking to the people. The end of the presentation, all I thought so I could deliver it in a better way.
Well done. I was trying to correct you, but your speech is very good, Aruna. Very nice. You see, you took it till the end. You gave a nice message not to think about the future and the past. So I'll take it. Well done. You just need to focus on plural. Now, for example, people have, like many have thought. Many have thought. Remember that. A person has, many have. That's all. But well done, Aruna. Love the confidence. Yes, you gave a great example for us. I think we should follow your advice. Well done. Very good. So, Asanga, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. How many of you have failed to get promoted during your career at the right moment? Believe me, until 2015, I couldn't get promoted. My career promotions due to my own mistakes because I couldn't get qualified at the right time. So my regional manager challenged me to complete the balance. I have to complete 5 subjects in my final exams. You have to do the exams within these 3 months. I accept the challenge. During that time, I woke up in the 2 o'clock in the morning. I studied, and then I managed to got through got through the exams. So my advice for the newcomers and the juniors is to get qualified yourself. Then you don't need to chase behind the promotions. It will automatically, you will get the promotions automatically. So getting qualified it matters your career.
It matters to your career. Well done. Very good. Very good. Yes. So it will automatically follow you. But well done, Asang. I was expecting a story like that from you. Great. So how old were you? How old were you? I'm sorry. How old were you at that time when you were preparing for the exam?
Sir, it happened. I was over 50, over 40. Now I am 45. I think 5 years back, I got through my banking exams. Before that, I have completed 2 masters, but as a banker, masters in business not the case. You have to get qualified in the banking exams as well.
Okay, great, Asang. A nice story. I'll take it. Well done. Thank you. So, Nishad, please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sir, this is an very interesting story that happened 2 years ago. This incident was a semi-final. Actually, I played against a worthy opponent. in a semi-final in my school tournaments. Well, sir, what goes through your mind like when you are one game away from a total loss? Your opponents are already celebrating, and even your own people have given up on you. Just think the moment uh, the arena was nearly empty. I was down. I can still remember I was down 6-0, 5-0 in the semifinals, and I could see all the people are leaving because they thought the match was already over. They didn't realize that the most important point of the game hadn't even started yet. The fact is, actually, I won that match. In tennis, you can lose 50% of the points and still win the match. My semi-final comeback from 6-0, 5-0 proves in this sport the scoreboard is irrelevant until the last moment. So this is my story, sir.
Well done, excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, here, well done, very good. So you can also create an impact saying like, just think of that moment. You see, imagine that moment or visualize that moment. Well done, that's a good technique because that way, you get the audience to visualize it, right? To imagine it. So create a pause there, Disha. You can say, just imagine that moment or think of that moment, right? Use that phrase, but well done, excellent, well done. Taruka, please go ahead, Taruka.
Hi, sir. Have you ever felt something when you do something, you experience it before? I'm not a psychologist. The thing is that happened to me today, and I searched what it is and what is the reason behind that. The case is here that reports mention that is totally normal situation. That also mentioned that more than 90% of the people getting that experience at least once in their life, and also mentioned that regularly happen between the youngsters. So those are the things actually that happen not because of you experience before that. That is actually getting late to save in your memory. So that's the reason behind that.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Nice story, Taruk. Even I kind of recently experienced that. So nice to know what it is. Well done. Very good. Lovely. Pasindu.
Good evening. I am going to share about my personal experience. I few years ago, first of all, how many of you had missed an opportunity because you couldn't explain your experience well? A few years ago, I had an opportunity to work with the overseas client. I got a good job from them, and due to personal circumstances, I couldn't able to grab that chance. I had a family issue around that time. I couldn't able to communicate with them because that time they was asked you can work with remotely or on site. First of all, I said I will come and work there, but in meantime, I had some family issues, serious family issues, and I couldn't able to continue communication well with them. A few weeks later, so I missed that chance. They have hired someone else for that position. I'm worried. Sometimes I still worrying about that offer because I could have managed it well to grab that chance. Overall, I still believe I sometimes still believe there will be second chance of life.
Well done. Well done. Yeah, but I think you should not think much about it. Because I understand you, but should not think much about it. But well done. Very good. Here you see, I was able to. I could, or I was able to. Pasni, you see, I was able to. And then, and you can say, but eventually, you can say first, I accepted the job, but eventually I had to reject or I had to decline because of personal circumstances. But well done. Just those are the two corrections. I'll take it. Pradeep, go ahead.
Yeah,
Pradeep.
thanks. I would like to talk about my career growth. I was joined as an account cadre in my professional career, and I had 2 year experience with audit firm. Audit firm with I joined. I got opportunity joined with one of big four company, KPMG, as a account officer. Actually, that is my lucky point, but unlucky point is they are not providing. Actually, I did chartered accountant, and I was completed the second year intermediate exam those days. However, when I joined with KPMG, they are not provide article to continue my next exam. But I was not try to resign from the KPMG because of that is a big opportunity, big company, one of multi company. So I was talk with my partners, and I joined with the next department, IT advisory department, as a trainee IT advisor. Because I was start BCS, British Computer Society exam, with 2 years, 2.5 years, I complete the BCS basis exam. I start my next career as a IT person. Within 5 years, I got promoted IT trainee, IT advisor, and IT senior advisor. After then, I got opportunity to join with this bank as a manager, system audit. That's my career growth.
Well done. Impressive. So that does it mean that within 5 years you got promoted 3 times? Yeah, Pradeep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well done. Very good. Yeah, you see, Pradeep, just like one of the big 4 companies. You see, one of the big 4. Yeah, and companies. You see, we use the plural. One of the big 4s. You see, or one of the big 4 companies. Yeah, we just need to work on, but I'll take it. Yeah. Dasini, hi. Dasini, go ahead.
I would like to share my personal experience. It is about I made some mistake to my eldest son. I am a mother of 2 children. The age gap between those 2 children is about 5 years. When they are quarreling each other and fighting, I always take my younger daughter's side and always shout to my eldest son. And I felt that he was become nervous and try to act as a small child and always talk small like a small child. Then I understood that the way I approach to him is not actually not good. So then I understood my mistake and I changed my approach, and I always try to equally treat those both children. Then the situation become situation become formalized.
Yeah, situation becomes situation normalizes quickly. The situation normalizes quickly. Well done. Very good. And approach him. Yes. Well done. Yeah. Overall, it's a very emotional story. I liked it very much. Keep it up. Yes. So well done. Yeshi, hi. Go ahead, Yeshi, please.
Hi. I'll talk about leadership. How many of you consider yourself as leaders, maybe at work, in your family, or among friends? Leader is not just someone who leads, I think, but someone who uplifts others. Real leaders should have actually, a lot of leadership qualities. And true leadership is not just about power. It's about influence. It's about inspiring others, making right decisions, and standing strong even when there are difficult situations. I think among all, real leaders should be an example to others. That's all.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Yes. Yes, beautiful. You spoke really well. What you can do to make it more impactful is to bring some examples. You see, maybe a person, or maybe you as a leader, or maybe, in the past, I'm not saying like you, but for example, like let's say someone thought that, it's all about controlling others, but eventually they realize it's about empowering others, because what you said is very true, right? Where people feel like they can grow with a leader. That's an important thing. So examples would make it even more impactful, because you spoke very nicely. Great. So Yeshi, what about you? Do you have any kind of a profile, anything? Do you try to speak? Do you
I mean, what do you mean by profile in the sense?
maybe, for example, you have a social media platform where you kind of, raise your concerns, speak to the audience, or do you have any kind of public forum?
Not like that. No, not like that.
Okay. But should consider, Yeshi, should consider.
Yes. Thank you.
For anything else, guys? Anyone else? Yeah. No, honestly, guys, I really appreciate it, because I'm so impressed, because these are not easy things. Some people back off, and I really like when you all came forward, right? So I really liked it. And I don't know, I think you gave us a nice point. Don't think about the future or the past. And when you told us that story, right? So you didn't pay much attention to making mistakes. You want to get that message across. That's very inspiring, Arun. I think it's a great message for all of us. And I think that's the most important thing. Honestly speaking, guys, because you all are professionals, I think you all have to. So with my program, you need to see a bigger purpose. That's where things go wrong, right? Because the course will be over one day. And then what's next? So you need to kind of really think from this, what I can get, right? It's not the certification, guys. Certification you'll definitely get, right? Knowledge you'll get. But to make it more impactful, you need to kind of think of a situation. One is actually, yes, because I'm planning to do it, and I will definitely do it, is the podcast. So for example, maybe after some time, I know with whom I will start, and maybe I will approach you. So we'll do it online. So I will ask about your career, how you all achieve success. So maybe, we can plan it in advance. So that's a one platform that, you can present it. Number two, I think maybe you might agree, is to express yourself anywhere, any platform, even on TikTok, right? Because today, if you look at social media, we don't get to see professionals much, right? That's why even like, the guys who are, they're talented people, but, not highly qualified, they make a mark. But I think, for example, for a young banker, for a junior banker, a Sangha story would be very useful. Or for example, people who are kind of, struggling with health, then it will be useful, like what you all share, right? So that's a very important thing, guys. If you all can come up with your things, that would be better. So think of a bigger platform, like what Udayanti said actually was a very nice point, right? So that would inspire someone. We should never think that, it might not inspire anyone. Then, it will not make an impact. So you have to find a bigger purpose. And then the language would be secondary. Anytime when the most important point is bigger than what we are focusing now, for example, English or communication is important, but it's important for what? Right? So you work towards that purpose. So the communication or the language that we are learning would follow through. That's it. So that's how we have to kind of, look at it, guys. But well done overall. No, really amazing. But these two lessons, I've been very nervous, because sometimes I know that these are like not new, not easy. So it have to be done in a very smooth way. But the way you guys take it, I really love you all. I'm really so happy, because when everybody was quiet, I thought, like, this is too much. But yeah, because it's easy to teach grammar, guys. For me, I can teach grammar 2-3 hours, but I'll do it Tuesday. It's not a big deal. But these things are new techniques and so on. So it's a bit new. So we have to kind of take it gradually. But you all did a great job. Well done. Fine. So the power of storytelling. Why stories work better than facts? You see, brain science. Facts activate language processing. Stories activate emotions. Experience plus memory. So people forget facts, but remember stories. You see, so that's why it's important. So usually, if you look at Obama, for example, now I always take him as an example, because, they always kind of bring that story. Now, if you even look at Kumar Sangakkara, right? His speech at NCC, Now, he narrated a nice story. He brought in different stories there. He spoke about that attack they had at Lahore, if I'm not mistaken, right? The cricket team, right? So how they handled, and know how he spoke about the, I forgot the Prasanna Badavitharam getting like, shot, and how, what kind of an unlucky day for him it was. And then he brought that emotion, right, to resilience or being strong or being united. You see, so a good storyteller would definitely plan it in advance. So storytelling is not about English, it's also about every other language, right? So that's an important thing. You see, so for example, formula speeches, like, story formula for speeches, situation, what was happening, complication, what went wrong. You see, so you kind of make it a bit more impactful. Resolution, what did you do? Lesson, what did you learn? Right? So this is different from ABC. ABC, we focus on the structure for organizing ideas. Story formula, structure for telling experience. Two different things. ABC, you understand, we focused on it. Like, you come with the main point, then the body, then the conclusion. But here, it's a bit different. You kind of speak about the story formula. That means, what was happening, what went wrong, what did you do, what did you learn? You see, so you can combine them. Opening, like the equals hook, story situation. Body is always about the complication, resolution, or plus the resolution. Complication, you kind of make it a bit impactful. Then the resolution, then the lesson that you learned. You see, so you all did a great job. So need to kind of understand. Honestly speaking, I learned from a Russian guy, and actually it's very true. So for example, guys, even let's say with my director or my superior, a senior, for example, right? So maybe I don't agree with something, right? So maybe at that point, I can't raise my concerns. So I would approach him separately, maybe individually, right? And I'll prepare a storytelling, like maybe why you don't agree. You see, you can say like, because 2 years ago when I was working, right, I felt, but it has to be very short. You see, it has to be well structured. And many people, guys, they win hearts, negotiate, and so on, like that. Now, whatever said and done, we can't disagree. Kumar Sangakkara is a great speaker. And just because he is good at it, he has earned many things than any cricketer, for that matter. Let's be honest, right? He is at a different level. It's not because it's English, because I think he's an avid reader. He reads a lot of books, so that's a very important thing. And also, guys, he has understood this art of how to present things. You see, so that's an important thing. So what I'm saying is, this is not just like, you stand in front of an audience and speak. This is about a technique to let people listen to you, hear you out. You see, so like you say, like, hear me out, right? Hear me out. This is what I want to say. And that's why I believe we should never do it. You understand, guys? Now, for example, even somebody says, why I don't want to invest, right? Now, if I have a story to narrate nicely, what you did, how it became complicated, how you wanted to resolve, so then the conclusion, right? So when you do it in a very short, precise way, you'll be taken seriously. But if I just tell someone, like, I don't want to invest because, I've had bad experience, maybe that's not that great. So it depends on how you deal with it. So this is a very important technique here. So guys, that's why some things might get repeated from our Tuesday session, but just, you see, story formula model example. You see, 2 years ago, I was responsible for organizing our company's biggest client event. I had planned everything carefully: venue, speaker, schedule, complication. On the event day, I discovered that the audio equipment wasn't compatible with our presentation system. We had 200 clients arriving in 30 minutes and no backup plan. Resolution: instead of panicking, I made a quick decision. I called out our IT team, borrowed equipment from a nearby hotel, and personally apologized to clients for the 15-minute delay. We explained the technical issue honestly. Lesson: that day taught me 3 things. Always have a backup plan. Transparency builds trust. And staying calm under pressure is a leadership skill. The clients actually appreciated our honesty and we kept their business. You see, so that's a very nice thing. You see, so you become a very good speaker if you can structure accordingly. So once again, situation, complication, resolution, lesson. You see? Now, if you look at words, if somebody's saying it's a bit difficult, like, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, last week, right? I met or I was responsible for, you see. And here, guys, I had planned everything carefully. I had arranged everything. So, for example, 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting and it was at 8 a.m. So I had prepared. We used past perfect. I had organized. I had done everything. You see, like I have done, I had done, I had prepared, right? Carefully, like venue, speaker, schedule. On the event day, I discovered that the audio equipment was not compatible, was broken. Or on that day, unfortunately, things didn't go according to our plan. You see, we can use that phrase. Things didn't go according to our plan. Things didn't go according to our plan. You see, or something unexpected happened, or like, something unexpected happened, or like, something unimaginable happened, for example, you can say, and then you can explain what was the issue. You see, and here, guys, resolution. So you can say, instead of panicking, I made a quick decision. Or instead of doing the wrong thing, we approached the situation maybe pragmatically or maybe in a very cautious manner, right? And then mention what you all did. You see, that day taught me 3 things. Always have a backup plan. Transparency builds trust. And staying calm under pressure is a leadership skill. The clients actually appreciate our honesty and we kept their business. Yeah. Now, I also can tell you a quick story just to make you all, so you have to speak, guys. So, for example, in 2022, so for example, I had 4 exam centers in Russia. One was in Moscow, St. Petersburg, Vladivostok, Yekaterinburg, and also in Uzbekistan. So we were like, nobody could compete with me. I'm not showing off, but yeah, because I was very good at marketing. And, even during the pandemic, the exam centers, they hated me. So even all the people would say like, this Indian, where is he from? Like how it's possible. So I dominated the market. So like, we were doing really well and we never had investments. It was all my money. And, we invested and we were expanding rapidly. But thanks to this situation, British Council and IDP, they both withdrew. So it was so unexpected because I opened my Moscow branch on the 4th of April, 4th or 3rd of April, so 3rd of February, 2022. But the war started on the 24th of February. So that was a huge investment. And then by the 6th of March, they said that they are going to leave Russia. And all what they did was they cried in front of me, saying that they really enjoyed working with us, and they withdrew. And at that time, what happened was we had students who had paid for the exam. And that was like a huge amount of money. Now here we see like, everybody's calling, like, my staff, they were all panicking, thinking what to do. And I understood that if I refund the money immediately, we will collapse. And we were about to collapse because even I had a very influential guy, but he couldn't do anything. So what I did was I said, okay, I called them. I called all the like, parents about like, to be honest, guys, through Zoom we had like 500, 600 people at that time. So they were panicking, they were aggressive. I said, guys, we have unprecedented moments. I have 2 things, I said. Number 1, I said, I will file for bankruptcy. And if I file for bankruptcy, no one is going to get money. Number 2, I said, you give me time. And if you give me time, I said, within 6-8 months, we will definitely get back to you and refund the money. And number 3, I said, those who have already taken the exam, I will make sure that the certificates will be issued. So luckily, they all understood that, I can go both ways. And I was determined to go because I understood it's not like I did it on purpose, right? It was a very tough time. So I really understood that there was no point panicking or saying sorry, but I just showed them. And honestly speaking, many people trusted me and they supported me. So some people I said like, we can, make you join another course or help you to pass. Then guys, opportunities open. So we understood that we can send them to Kazakhstan. We can transfer the money to Uzbekistan. And I kind of, moved forward. And I came out of it. I came out of it nicely. You see, I came out and it was like, I was also very scared. So it was one of the most challenging moments in my life. And everything was crashing in front of me. But, we came out of it and we even did well. We opened new opportunities. And I agree because with clients, we have to be open, speak and say the truth. So that taught me that it's very important to be transparent, mention how things are, and that we are genuinely interested in resolving the issue. And if we show them, a sensible person, a normal person, would also try to understand our situation, would meet us halfway. You see, so that's an important thing as well. Fine. So guys, I just want to share it with you. So you see, you speak about the situation, you speak about the complication, then the resolution, then the lesson that you learned, right? And move on. Okay. So guys, it's nice. So I'm sure you have some situations to mention: the complications, the resolutions, and the lesson. You see, so think about it. So take a screenshot. I had sent the presentation quite early today. Now, this one, guys, you see. So situation, complication, resolution, the lesson. So for example, a mistake you learned from, a challenge you overcame, a moment you took initiative, a time you helped someone, a decision that changed your path. Especially guys with professionals, I'm sure you have something to share, maybe about exams, career change, maybe starting a new job, leaving a company, maybe a fight with an employee, maybe, an employer that you never liked, but now you feel like, you made the right choice leaving, and so on. So something like that, and what you learned, okay? So situation, complication, resolution, lesson. Yes, Anu, you're always great. Anu, let's start.
Thank you.
Great.
So, in my capacity of as a psychological counselor, I encountered a significant challenge involving 3 machine operators who were considering their resignation due to operational difficulties. They were crucial to the production line, and losing them would have had a huge impact on our operation. Therefore, we have to involve to resolve this, and my management team sent this matter to, including my CEO also, brought this matter to my attention. Before that, they have discussed with these 3 operators, but finally, these 3 operators have confirmed their resignation. That is why my management team sent them to my office. That was a huge challenge for me, but I determined however I resolve this matter and showcase my talent at that time. So I engaged with each operators individually to find their concern. And after one-to-one discussion, I was able to find the root cause of that. Primarily, actually, that was related to production management issue. After that, I want to retain these valuable team members. I took a proactive approach to retain them. So by facilitating open communication and work collaboratively with both operators and supervisor as well as production manager, I successfully addressed the resolution. Ultimately, this allowed to retain these valuable team members in the same production line without any production failure. The special thing is, when this happened, it has been 2 or 3 days when I 2 days I joined with that organization. I was a new psychological counselor, and that case highlighted my performance. So my CEO personally called and appreciate my performance. So that 3 machine operator were jumpers. In apparel sector, jumper means they are expertise for all the operation and they can run all the machine. So losing them, the company would face lots of operational and making production issues. However, I could resolve successfully that case. Thank you.
Great. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. And here you can say I was determined. I was determined to solve this issue. Determined, but well done. Well done. But overall, Anu, very natural. You didn't read a paper. You were very natural and flexible. So well done. Very good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aruna, go ahead.
Yes, sir. That scenario was happened, sir, 2 years back. At that time, I was the organizer in the organizing committee, which is here. Normally, annually, we are organizing a dealer conventions where dealers are recognized by the company what they are doing. So normally we ask the people to come, and so we give some present cash rewards and something like that. So I was the main organizer was there. So I asked, I invited to the main person is the chief guest. So what the complication was, the company was asking to come to the in the middle of the event. The company was asking to come to the chief guest to the stage to take the token of appreciation. So, but at that time, he invited me to reward him. So then it took 2-3 times silent the stage, but I searched in everywhere myself, but I didn't have arrange any present for him. So thing is that I didn't show the others. I got shocked, but I searched my pockets and everything, but I didn't have anything, sir. But what I was found, so I was there the invitation card. So it's a big one. So I got confidence and I went to the person and I present him. So without showing any others, any mistake happened in there, I present him. So he accepted it and actually clapped the people. So the thing was over. So finally, the resolution, resolution is that I made, I adjusted the situation to without knowing to others, showing something went wrong. The thing was what I learned, what the things I learned that day, everything should be done in the details. If you are the person who responsible to the organization, organize any event, you should go in detail everything and don't take too much things to your side, and you want to delegate the things to other person also. Those are the things I learned at that day. Then after, sir, whatever the things given to me to organize, so something like that. So I check with 2-3 times with my team, and that the lessons I learned. So without doing anything, we want to check. We should have a 2-3 plans, 2-3 things. That the things I learned from that past events.
Great. So, and you also think that we should delegate, yeah, not to take everything to yourself, but also to delegate to others. Yeah, it's very important. Delegation is important.
Exactly, sir. I want to delegate the things because I think I am the leader of the place, and I thinking I can do everything. But the actual thing is not like that. But if it is very easy to do something like that, 2-3 people are working with. As a team, so but I think so it is very easy, and we can plan the things very perfect manner.
In a perfect manner. Well done. Well done. Very good. Well done. 2 things. Aruna, first of all, very nice. You're a good speaker. So you kind of narrate some nice stories. That's very interesting. So one is like, on that day, you use the profession on that day. And here you just say, I was thinking, I was wondering. I say, I was thinking, I was wondering what to do. That's all. Yeah, but overall, well done, Aruna. Well done. Very good. Yeah, we'll work on that. Yes. But well done. Excellent. Yes. Romesh.
Hi, sir. So I'm going to talk about a challenge I faced 4 years back when I was building my house. So all the engineers were there to lay my slab on that day, but unfortunately, those days were the crisis just started, and people are unable to find cement bags on those days. So fortunately, I was able to find 75 cement bags, but the estimation was 120. So on that day, everyone was there. My wife and myself decided what to do. So, so we decided in a positive way, let's do it. We'll find somewhere this remaining amount. So, so they have started the work, and myself and my wife roaming here and there, finding every hardware, went to all the hardwares, but it is really hard to find cement. But at the end, so I found a place. So those days, the cement price was like 1,000, but I have to pay another additional 350 for a bag. But somehow I was able to uh, complete it, complete the project at the end. And so my final resolution is lesson is like, if you start something in a positive way, so you will be able to achieve that target. Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful, Ramesh. Beautiful, Ramesh. Beautiful. Very. I need it too. I appreciate it. It's a very inspiring story. Well done. Well done. Very good. Thank you, Ramesh. Well done. Nice story, by the way. Nice story. Asanga, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. During the this was happened when the country was locked down in 5 to 6 years ago, during the COVID period. As essential service, the banks were asked to open their branches for limited services. And I was at that time I was at Dewlapitiya branch. It's not a big branch. I had only 10 staff members. The funniest thing is during those days the branch managers were permitted to issue the transport permission to show to the police. In my car, I had a permit. I had the permit. The permit was signed with my signature. So I show it to the police, and I was permitted to go there. And I had only 10 staff members, but there was a period four of them were detected positive, and only 6 staff members had to operate the branch. So even the service is limited, we had to operate the cash counters, boarding counters, and the card issuances. So all of us had to work in each and every department. So it was a very crucial period and very difficult period. We had to wear the mask, and it was very difficult to because we were not used to the face mask at that time. So the things that I thought was the thought was we have to be overall we have to work everywhere. We have to get master. That is easy to work under any kind of any condition, any work condition. So it was a nice experience for all of us. Even the security personals were positive. So there was no person to open the bank's door in that moment.
Oh, okay, okay. I can imagine. But that's a very good point, Asang. I agree. I agree. At times, you need to know everything. You should be prepared to do anything. And during such situations, it becomes useful. Yeah. So to be flexible. I agree.
True.
Well done. Well done. Very good.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely story. Yes. This happened, Asanga, let's start with this happened. Now, this happened 4 years ago. Just small correction there, but well done. Very good. Lovely.
Noted.
Yeah, great. Udyanti, please go ahead.
When I recall my memories, my mind stopped at one memorable day that I learned a life lesson as a passenger. Those days I was traveling by train to Colombo, since we don't have much staff service, so we don't have much money to buy a personal vehicle to travel to office. one day, that day train was a bit crowded, and our train stopped at the Hunupitiya station. It was also crowded. I saw one lady is at the ticket counter. I was on the train. In the window, I saw that one lady is trying to buy a ticket and holding a child. According to child's appearance, they may try to go clinic or something. So subsequently, train gave the signal and start moving. Then 2-3 people, gents ran and hang on the train, and that lady just buy the ticket and try to put his son on the train, because they were dire need to go by train. Then I forgot where I was, and I shouted to that mother, "Don't do that, don't kill." Then that lady got shocked and she moved out from the train. Then train pass moved. On that day, as a passenger, I understood. I also had advised, when the train is moving, never try to get in. On that day, I realized when we are not in a good mind, we also make those mistakes. Here, on that day, after that, I determined when I left from my episode, when I go from home, if I miss this train, I will go next train. That's the life lesson I learned from that experience.
True.
Thank you.
Well, I'll go on the next train. I'll go on the next train. Well done. Yeah. And you can say, looking at the child, it seemed like they were going to the clinic. Looking at the child, it seemed like they were going to the clinic, but well done. Very good. Taruka, please go ahead.
Hi, sir. I can share one of my experience that where I failed in my professional when I did my exams. So you know that paper was given 15 minutes before to read it. So during that 15 minutes, what I did was, in my early stages, I tried to read entire one question within that 15 minutes. So as a result of that, I couldn't able to finish by attempting all the question that stipulated time period. So I failed many times, and I spoke to one of my university lecturers about that, and he was guided me to read all the 3 questions within that 15 minutes, at least by the question what the examiner was asking from you. So that was really helped me to overcome those issues, sir. So,
Great.
and in addition to that, sir, so that was an open book exam. So I feel I felt now those days it is very good, and the examiner try to help us by opening so by giving open book exams. So now I feel it is a trap. So when I did exams, we always try to read that book and try to copy in that answer to our paper. So now I think it was a trap. So we don't need to look at those books. So those things I had to share with my colleagues.
Thank you. That's great. Well done. Very good. Yeah, Taruka, you see, I could read, I was able to, or I could. You see, I was able to. So use I was able to, I could. Just remember that, Taruka. But the rest is great.
Okay.
Rushta, please. Yeah, Rushta, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about the situation I faced last year. How many of you have experienced that you planned everything perfectly and suddenly something goes completely wrong at the last minute? Last year, I was preparing for an awareness program in a hospital to the group of people. It was very important to me, and I wanted to give my best. I spent hours working on my presentation, preparing slides and all, making sure that everything was clear and useful. But the night before the program, my laptop display suddenly stopped working. I couldn't see anything on the screen, and I hadn't even finished the slide. I lost everything. At that moment, I felt stressed and worried. Then I called to the in charge and told my situation, but she told that she invited all the participants, couldn't do anything. Then I decided not to give up. I took my phone and somehow managed to complete my presentation. Not perfectly, but however, I finished my presentation. It wasn't easy doing with the phone. It took more time to me. Then it wasn't perfect also, but I stayed focused. Then next day, I went to the hospital and delivered my session with the confidence. And the program went very well than I expected.
Well done.
So
Well done.
on that situation, yeah, that experience taught me something important, that we don't go with the flow or what we planned. Always we don't go what we planned, but what really matters is how we respond to that situation. So it's not about the perfection, but it's about commitment and adapting to the situation. Yeah, that is the relation. Yeah,
Absolutely,
that's it.
absolutely. Well done, Rushta. Rushta, well done. Very good point and nice message for us to take. Well done. Very good. Lovely. Yes. So, Indu, please go ahead. Indu.
I am responsible for supervising the lecturers' lessons. So last week there was a complaint that one subject had not been taught for the last 2 months. So I decided to observe one of his lessons. I told him that I will be there in your class, and on the very day I went to the classroom and waited for some time at the door and checked by making a call to him, but he didn't come. So without wasting time, I did a lesson that was very important to the students. So from this event, I learned several things. One thing is to check the classroom record books daily with evidence from the students. And the other thing is to be prepared for any time to conduct a lesson in any subject or any important matter to the students. And the last thing is not to advise the lecturers, but to check their monthly progress reviews, and then to postpone the keeping my signature for their performance appraisals.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So what you're saying, Indu, is like, not to give advices, but to kind of, observe them and then give feedback accordingly. Yes, that's your approach, to see how they work and then provide.
Yes, he had not been taught for nearly 3 months. So that's wasting of giving advice, because he has given the timetable and everything is with him. So no need to wait for some time, but to give him a punishment.
You're tough, Indu. You're very tough.
Yes. Otherwise, can't manage those fellows. I want to go to the classrooms. That's a big problem with us, especially the gents. Ladies are okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, that's great. But nice advice and nice technique and very nicely elaborated. Well done. Very good. Yes. Sachitra, please go ahead.
Yeah, yes, sir. This is a situation I experienced pretty recently in my office, where there was a planned meeting early in the morning, where I had to meet my immediate supervisor. That day, I arrived the office a little bit later than the planned time, and I was panicking a little bit. Somehow, I attended the meeting with my boss. Then soon after attend the meeting, I was asked to meet him again 1 hour later. Then I was preparing for that discussion as well, where I had to present certain performance indicators of my team to my boss. But suddenly I got a call from the other line head, where I had a dotted line reporting line to him. He's the chief business officer, asking to attend one of the CR change request subcommittee meeting with CEO and top corporate heads. So I was like, I felt mad. So because I got both the meetings at the same time. One came from my immediate supervisor, chief credit officer. From the other line, the chief business officer. So I panicked a little bit. I felt like that. Then I decided not to panic and somehow to face this challenge. Then I asked one of my subordinates and make certain preparation with regard to the information that I had to present during the subcommittee meeting, where I had to discuss about certain system developments we had proposed, and those the vendor had sent us the invoices. So there I had to prove from representing our department that those two developments should go forward, and the bank had to make the payments for them. So at the same time, since I got two meetings, I had to inform my immediate supervisor that I got this type of meeting. Then I met him and informed that the situation. Then I was allowed to attend the subcommittee meeting, where I was able to somehow manage it in a proper manner. Although I was not ready to the expected level, but somehow I was able to cope up with the situation, present whatever the required information came out of that challenging moment. The lesson learned out of the situation was that whatever the challenges thrown on your way, you better take them up with confidence without panicking. Keep your cool, be patient, and use whatever the resources you have, and somehow get through the problem. So those are the learning points out of that complicated situation.
Well done, Sajid. Well done, Sajid. Really like the way you narrated the story, and also I really love the way you summarized it, like the lesson learned from it. Well done, Sajid. That's very impactful. You can make it a bit shorter, the body, when you're delivering, not to go into too specifics, but overall, well done. Very good, very impressive there.
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, Nishad, please go ahead.
Sir, as the president of my college science club, I was responsible for our annual science day, and this incident happened, I think, around 3 years ago. The biggest event on our calendar, actually. We had spent months of preparing for over 500 attendees, and everything was almost done. Unfortunately, just 2 days before the event, two of our main sponsors unexpectedly they just cancelled their sponsorship. This left us with a raising of, I think, 8 to 9 lakhs that we needed to be settled immediately to prevent the event from being cancelled. Then, instead of giving into the pressure, I just immediately gathered my society, and the funniest thing is we are just talking for hours, and there's no solutions. So I came with a solution. I just contact. There are several standards that are like the what's that? The platinum one, the gold sponsorship, the silver one, the bronze one, and I just called to the silver and the bronze people, and I told them to upgrade their sponsorship into the platinum and the gold one. So this move made a huge impact on our racing, and I was almost done of recovering the budget. Then for like there's a small shortage of 20%, and I called with my personal contacts, and I raised that amount too. this experience actually taught me that the leadership is just about remaining calm and being resourceful when the original plan fails. I learned the importance of having a plan B for every event in my life after that.
Well done. Very good, Nishad. Excellent.
We didn't, in that day, we didn't just save the event, we held the most successful science day in our club's history. That's it.
Well done. Well done, Nishad. Well done. Very good. Very good. You should now go to a level where you're going to start your podcast, Nishad. Start your podcast, get some youngsters, speak to them. Do it, Nishad. You're young. You should think about it, Nishad. You see, that can be a great career for you because you really come a long way and your confidence is great. Think about it. It's very good. Pasindu, please go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Good evening. This is about a story about my career. This is a story about early days in my IT career. I worked at a startup. It was my first IT company as a developer. After the internship, I got promoted as associate engineer, and I have worked there nearly 1 year. But even after the 1 year, I didn't got any promotion or increment for the work. Since it is a startup, there was 5 to 6 employees there. So I had got a good exposure, and I have chance to worked on every project and every section in all projects. With that experience, I decided to move on. I applied few companies, and finally I got a good opportunity with better package. So they only asked a service letter from the previous company and some documents regarding to my bachelor. So I informed my current employer. I got the opportunity. I decided to resign. So in that time, it is a startup, we didn't have direct HR department. We contact directly with the owner of the company. So in that time, he wasn't happy about that decision. He said, "Don't leave right now. Give me some time." Likewise, but with the financial circumstances, I had to move on. So I said, I want to move and take a decision. But he missed the discussion several times and said, give me few times, a couple of weeks, likewise. So after the few discussion with the company, I got offer. They asked service letter again and again. So finally, I asked that previous company, I need to move on and give me a service letter likewise. But he decided finally, if you want to leave right now, I can't give you a service letter likewise. Then I got nervous, but I self thought I have to manage the situation properly. Then otherwise I could miss that opportunity. So I informed that new company. So there's a situation like that. Likewise, what I do, and I also ask from few seniors from what I do right now. So according to that, they asked with that experience, we don't strictly accepting. They strictly don't need service letter right now. So you can start with the proper notice date. So I inform that decision with my current employer. So he understood finally. He can't keep me by force furthermore. So he decided to leave and leave me from that position. But I also don't want to damage that relationship because I got more exposure with that company. I learned a lot of things because of that company. So I calmly suggest, even I resigned, I have full support. Even if there's any task or any job, I can work there, and I can help if necessary. So he understood very well. Finally, he has arranged a good farewell as well for me. Even for now, I am getting some freelancing working with that employer sometimes. So that moment, I thought if I suggest situation likewise, a very calm way, we can handle it better.
Pastor, that's a good point. I agree. And I think that's a good lesson for all of us, not to react, but to handle it patiently, because, this way it's going to benefit. And I see that you have benefit. That's a very important point. Yeah, Pastor, we have to work on the grammar a bit. We'll definitely do that. And don't make the story too long, mate. So don't go into nitty gritty things. Like, don't go into all the details. Just try to summarize. Just mention the main points. That way it will be better. But the ending was great, but very impactful. Something important to learn. But don't go into many specifics. You see, that's important. But well done. Yeshi, please go ahead.
Actually, this happened 6 years ago when my son was at the age of 8, and he used to come home by school bus after school. That particular day, I was waiting for him at the bus hold, and he didn't come in the bus. Actually, he didn't get off. I was like watching. There were a few children, but I noticed that he didn't come in the bus. So I got panicked, and I was in my car actually waiting for him. So I drove behind the bus as fast as I could, thinking that at some point I stopped the bus and search for him. So I had to drive, I think, for about 2 kilometers behind the bus. Then I managed to stop it in the middle of the road. I drove like with my hazard lights on and honking throughout the time, and like that I was so panicked. And so I stopped the bus and I got onto the bus and searched for my child. And unfortunately, he was not there. He was very young at that time. He was like 8 years. So he was not there. I felt like, electric shock ran through me. I didn't know what to do. Then I got off, and then again I came home. So I didn't know what to do. And when I reached home, I saw my child standing near the gate for me. So after that, I asked him what happened, why did you come in the bus? And what he told me was he missed the school bus, and actually he has got onto a wrong bus. And after that, he has noticed it, and he has got off somewhere in the middle in Colombo. So he had crossed the road and come to a bus hold and he got onto a bus that comes on to our direction. So he had managed to get off in my area, and he had come home. So at that time, actually, I thought the children are very smart in that way. Sometimes as parents, we get panicked, and so, but children, they are like very smart in that way. They know how to handle a situation.
That's true. That's a very good point, Yeshi. Yes, I think we should think about it. Thanks. Yeah, that's great. That's a nice point. Yes, I'll take it. Yeah. And also, guys, you see, like Yeshi said, like, see, when you speak about buses, you get on, get off. Trains, get on, get off. Aeroplane, the same, right? Because, we get to stand. So we always say, get on a bus, get off. But car, you get in, get out, right? So well done. Very good. Rainy, you'll be the last to answer. Go ahead, Rainy. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So I did Asian speech and drama exams few years ago. But unfortunately, our teacher suddenly went to Australia during that time period because she was doing her master's, and she did our classes through Zoom, and it was very challenging for us because it's a new thing for us. We haven't did Zoom meetings before, and then but she couldn't do anything properly, the work and the classes, because she's also doing her masters, and she didn't had time to focus on us. But and then the exams came close, So after that, me and my friends realized that she can't give attention more to us to do our exams. So me and my friends worked together and we made presentations. We find everything. We collect information about the exam and did everything. We slept at 6 a.m. after making all the presentations like that. It was very challenging. But however, we overcome with that challenge. We all passed our exams perfectly. Actually, at that time period, I realized that unity is very powerful and like the value of teamwork. And also, it taught me that whether if no one is there to guide you, but you still have to face every challenge. But however, you have to trust in yourself and you should get through them. You should overcome every challenge alone.
Well done, inspiring. Well done. You see, so we worked. So with the past simple, just be attentive to that. But a very inspiring speech. Yeah, Rani. Yes. Anyone else? Rania, would you like to answer?
Yes, sir.
Go
The
ahead.
thing,
Go ahead.
sir, I don't have the option to raise hand. That is the thing.
I understood. I felt it. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, go ahead.
So here's 3 years ago, once I worked as a sectional head at a school where I was responsible for classroom supervision and teacher evaluation. So during a supervision process, I supervised a lesson of a teacher. So initially, I judged her teaching methods and even spoke very critically about her approach, not realizing she was dealing with personal stress due to some very critical family problems. So I had a conversation after the evaluation where she opened up. At the moment, I reflected as a mother. As a mother, I also faced the same problem. And I reflected on my mistake, apologized without hesitation, and began supporting her by sharing strategies, sharing some motivating points to overcome her personal stress and anxiety. So on that day, I learned that before judging someone, we should apply empathy. We should apply empathy, which is very important to understand others' place, others' struggles in both our personal and professional life, and which strengthens our professional relationship and our leadership skills. So this is very brief story, but I think the all four elements: situation, complication, resolution, and the last very important lesson about empathy I learned. And after that, in every stage, in every situation in my life, I apply empathy in order to understand others.
Rani, that's great. That's a great example for us. Yes. I see that there is a podcast available with you. We'll see. Well done. Very good. Lovely point. Yes. Well done. Lovely. We'll take it. Fine. So, guys, now I'm going to show you some techniques and I'll get there. And we're going to, so now today, guys, I want to give you all the platform to speak. So that's important. But I also see, I'm so impressed the way you all narrate stories. And I think that's a very important thing for us to network too. So that's not going to cost us anything. So it's very important, guys, you get to know our participants and, share your stories. And I'll make sure that, everything is confidential, right? So that's the thing, guys, you can actually share your things. So what we discuss is within our community, right? So that's an important thing. But well done. Very good. So now, powerful crossing techniques. 1 second. So powerful closing techniques. Number one, the last 15 seconds are most remembered. You see? So for example, the callback, reference your opening to create a loop. Now, for example, I started today with a question, why do we fear failure? So I'll end where I started. We fear failure because we forgot that every expert was once a beginner. You see? So you can always take that as, and you must have seen, you see? So I started today asking or with a question, why we are scared to make a change. And you can say, so I'll end where I say, that we always think about the unexpected or unnecessary things, and that creates that fear. But if you go without thinking too much, we can present something like that. So you kind of do that. So that way, people will remember it further. You see? Then, technique 2, the call to action, right? This week, I challenge you to speak up in one meeting. Ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid, right? Start small, practice daily, measure progress. And it's very good for Reels promotion and as well. Sometimes I use it. It's very useful, guys. Then the memorable quote statement. End with something quotable. Remember, progress, not perfection. Or like, your voice matters, use it. You see, clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates results. You see, so something that you should do. I know a guy, guys, and actually I find it very impressive in Russia because, I have a lot of experience there. So his name is Alex. So, he's one of my students and very interesting. So he's an IT specialist. He's doing quite well. Then, he started, so he loves English. So he loves English and, so there are such people in Russia. They love it. That's the thing, guys. You see, for example, you will be surprised. Russia is so pro-Western. It's Europe. Once I was going in a taxi, that guy looked at me, the driver. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Sri Lanka and so on. Then he said, now, we have to be closer to India. We're trying to be closer to Iran and so on. But he said, please don't get offended. I want you to know that we are more closer to Europe because now, they try to bring the culture of China and so on. And I said, I don't disagree with you. I said, I'm not offended. It's very true. So that's the passion. So Russians, they love, because it's part of Europe. It's Europe, to be honest. It's really Europe, guys. And to be honest, Putin has done a great job. For that, I respect him. Because I know from 98 to 2026, remarkable. So they have the best public transport system, the best health services, really, really good. And I'm sure Asanga knows his daughter is studying at Belarus also, the same. So all those countries, although they have the authoritarian, they control with a nice system. So anyway, coming to the point, what I want to say is he's very passionate about English. So he created his own community. So he meets with other IT guys. They conduct a speaking club. So he takes his techniques to speak. And I see that. So I follow him on Telegram. So now he has gathered about 100 people and he just does it. So then he asks people to kind of, contribute a bit. Like, he gets a contribute. He doesn't charge people. He makes them to contribute. Someday he asks me to come, but I'm very busy now, so I can't join. So he does it, you see, because that's his passion. So like that, sometimes we need to have a bigger purpose to kind of reach that target, you see. Or maybe, for example, call your juniors, give a speech in English. Say, guys, I want to deliver it in English. You see, who cares? Because they'll remember it if it's impactful, they'll remember it, right? But how they're going to judge, like we thought today, we should not think about it. So you have to create that environment for you to perform, guys. Just want you to know. Fine. So next one is actually powerful closing technique. Number 4, the summary plus forward look. You see, like today, we covered 3 skills: structure, storytelling, and delivery. There are 4 foundation. Now it's time to practice. Like Sachitra, you did that. I love the way you did that. That's why I said technique 5, the inspiring vision. Paint a picture of possibility. Like imagine 6 months from now, you walk into a meeting, ideas clear, voice confident, that future starts with today's practice. You see, so that's a very important, but these are all promotional ads, like, when you're doing Reels and everything would be useful. Then guys, I'm not going to do, this is for you as templates, you see, for your reference. One day, you can keep it as your guide. For example, Professional Speech 1, the welcome speech. We did a similar thing on Tuesday for you all to go through, guys. This is only for your reference. You see, for example, number 1, warm greeting. Number 2, context. Number 3, agenda. Number 4, positive framing. Number 5, invitation to engage. Right? Like, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Q1 planning meeting. Thank you for making time to be here today. Over the next hour, we'll review last quarter's results, discuss our priorities for the coming months, and hear your ideas about how we can work more effectively as a team. Then, positive framing. You see, this is an important session because your input directly shapes our strategy. What we decide today will guide our work for the next 3 months. So let's make this collaborative. Please share your thoughts, ask questions, and let's build this plan together. Let's begin. You see, so we can actually structure like that. So that's how we would go. So the thing is, guys, rather than writing the whole speech, Write it with a purpose, right? Greeting, agenda, positive framing, invitation. You see? And also, guys, before thinking about grammar, or instead of thinking too much about grammar, you can actually think about good morning, everyone. You can take some lines, you see? So over the next hour, if your meeting is going to be for 2 hours, over the next 2 hours, right? Over the next 30 minutes, over the next 15 minutes, you see? So remember the phrase, guys. You see, we will review last quarter results. We will discuss the topic. Now, we will discuss marketing. We will discuss the current situation, right? We will discuss the crisis, you see? Discuss our priorities, you see? And hear your ideas and, think about solutions. So this is a very critical moment. So I would ask you all to support. Very easy, guys, to be honest. Very easy. Because you all are speaking. So for you to structure, it should not be an issue. Do you have questions, guys? Then next one, thank you speech. We did a similar one. You see, I want to take a few minutes to thank everyone who contributed to the product launch last month. Sarah, your attention to detail in the testing phase caught issues that could have caused problem after launch. Marcus, you worked evenings to ensure all client documentation was ready on time. Then the impact. Now that day we did ABC. Now the impact. Because of your dedication, we launched without major issues, received positive client feedback, and finished under budget. Personal note. What impressed me most was how the team supported each other when deadlines got tight. That's the kind of teamwork that makes difficult projects successful. Then forward looking. You see, as we move into the next project, I'm confident we have the right team. Thank you again for your commitment. Honestly, guys, I'm being very honest with you. If you take J.D. Vance, right? Because this Rubio is a bit arrogant, okay? If you take J.D. Vance, okay? If you take Obama, if you take every Western politician, they go through this structure. You check and see. You just watch, for example, after becoming the vice president, how he spoke. Watch Obama when he became the president for the second time. You see? So they go with direct appreciation, specific action, impact, personal note. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. But always specific action, impact, forward looking. You see? So as we move into the next project, I'm confident we have the right team. Thank you again for your commitment. You see? So anyone, any word. So this is, guys, this is actually a skill that you master. You see? So it doesn't come overnight. It doesn't come by practicing with a native speaker. We need to learn. Everyone has to learn. And I don't think that, someone fluent would be able to handle it too. So we have to know the structure. So once again, direct appreciation, right? So I want to take a few minutes to thank everyone who contributed to the product launch last month. Sarah, and always, guys, you see, when you mention a name, don't say Sarah you. You see, Sarah, your attention to detail in the testing phase caught issues that could have caused problems after launch. Marcus, you worked evenings to ensure all client documentation was ready on time. And because of your dedication, we launched without major issues, received positive client feedback, and finished under budget. You see, and honestly speaking, even at a meeting, right, appreciating is a very important thing. So if you appreciate what they did, that's a very nice thing. Fine. Next one, the farewell speech, right? So it's also part of your work, right? Maybe somebody's leaving, or maybe someone is even came as a guest, they're leaving. Maybe if they stayed with you for 2 weeks, maybe the head office from another country came to visit you all, you really enjoyed staying, you can use this structure. For example, today is my last day with the team, and I wanted to say a few words before I go. Or you can say, today is the last day that you're going to be with us, be with us. So I would like to share a few thoughts, right? Or since you're going to leave tomorrow, I would take this moment to share a few words, right? You can take it as an option, you see, or say a few words or share a few thoughts. Then gratitude. I'm grateful to have worked with such a talented people. Maria, you taught me the importance of attention to detail. David, your leadership showed me how to balance results with empathy. Then the memory lesson. I'll always remember the project was completed last summer under impossible deadlines. We worked long hours, but we also laughed, supported each other, and delivered something we were all proud of. The experience taught me that great work comes from great teams. I'm taking these lessons with me to my next role. the value of collaboration, the power of clear communication, and the importance of supporting your colleagues. So wish well. I wish all of you continued success. Please stay in touch. You have my email and LinkedIn. Thank you for everything. So guys, yeah. Now, for example, when you speak about memory, I'm pretty sure as professionals, you must have wonderful memories. Like, having lunch together, laughing together, gossiping together, right? Maybe celebrating the new year together, right? Or having corporates together, right? Maybe, like you all said, dealing with some challenging moments together, like Asanga said during the COVID-19, right? So if someone is leaving, you bring those moments together and you elaborate, guys. You see? So that's an important thing. Then the next one is the persuasive pitch. So process improvement proposal. For example, currently our team spends approximately 5 hours per week manually creating status reports. This manual process is time consuming, prone to errors, and takes time away from higher value work. Additionally, it delays information reaching decision makers. Solution: I propose we implement an automated dashboard system that pulls data directly from our project management tool. I've researched 3 options, and one integrates seamlessly with our existing software. So then the benefits, like this would save 20 hours per month across the team, provide real-time visibility to managers, reduce errors, and allow us to focus on analysis rather than data collection. The ROI would be achieved within 3 months. Then they ask, so I'm requesting approval to run 1-month pilot with our team. The software has a free trial period, so there's no immediate cost. If successful, we can scale to other teams. Now, what you need to do, guys, I always tell my students that if you're new to this, you should always ask your employer or the team, or when you're at a meeting, you should ask them, can you give me 2 minutes or 3 minutes to explain my point, right? Because you have to get that time, right? Because you're structuring a speech here, right? Your current situation, the problem, solution, benefits, the ask. So you have to kind of take it as an opportunity to develop. Is that clear, guys? Yes. So the current situation, the problem, your solution, the benefits, the ask. You see? So now, even with grammar and vocabulary, don't think about it much. We will work there. We work on it. I'm sorry. But what is very important now is that you understand the approach. You see, you understand the approach. So many diplomats, they work on that, guys. Then combining everything, the complete speech, right? So always remember, we spoke about the hook, the body, and the closing point, you see, and then we kind of separate it with different actions. So here, advanced delivery techniques, strategic pausing, I mentioned that, important points. And here's what I learned. Failure is not the opposite of success. So when you ask questions, so ask yourself, pause. You see, what would you do differently? Transition. That was the problem. Here's what we did. So guys, for example, pauses create a huge impact, right? So important points like, and here's what I learned. Failure is not the opposite of success, right? So ask yourself, what would you do differently? That was the problem. Here's what we did, right? So you kind of, now people speak about breathing and everything, guys. Breathing, you breathe. No, you understand, guys? You see, for example, technically, you can't think about breathing. You have to be calm. So breathe, take a deep breath, you be calm. But pauses will help you to breathe. That's why. So, and here's what I learned. Failure is not the opposite of success, right? So ask yourself, what would you do differently? That was the problem. Here's what we did, right? Then voice variation. Slow down for important points. Normal pace for context. Volume, lower your voice for intimate, serious moments. Normal for energy. Emphasize, like stress one keyword per sentence. Now, for example, guys, you see, this changed everything. You see, I learned that honesty matters more than perfection. So emphasize on the honesty. Now, about the volume, usually when you speak about emotional moments, right? Now, let's say challenging moments. Now, for example, you can say like, we literally had only 5 people And most of them didn't know what to do. You see, usually, guys, when you speak about issues, you go with a lower volume. But this really taught us, then you increase your volume. So that, guys, I'll teach a bit later, not today, but you understand, yeah? So if you watch some public speakers, when they speak about atrocities, challenges, or calamities, like something like really bad, right? What happened? They become emotional. So what do? They lower the voice. But when they speak about solutions, right, they increase the voice. That's important. Is it clear, guys? Yes. Then brain, the power of 3. Our brain love patterns of 3. Usually they like this, like, we planned, we executed, we succeeded. You see, simple, clear, powerful. Learn, practice, master. So usually, I think even in our languages, we have that, guys. So when we have these points, in between, you should include in your speech as well. You see, so for example, like, so we worked hard, we were consistent, and we were able to provide quality service. You see, even that kind of pattern, you see? So you go with that 3. So usually, the brain loves that. It's easy for the audience or for the listener to understand it. So please watch the recording. Yeah, go through that, guys. Okay. Then handling nervousness, right? Reframe the feeling. Don't say, I'm so nervous. So instead say, I'm excited to share this. Okay. And then power breathing. Yes, it's important. Like 4 counts, hold 4 to 6 counts out, and repeat 3 times. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system. I personally don't think much about it. I don't know, maybe for some people it helps. It doesn't help me, guys, to be very honest, you see. So I take it the other way. So I'm excited. I go with the flow, you see. So that's how it is. The first time when I was on stage, I was literally shivering, you see. But then I just, go with the flow. So I don't think much about breathing, but maybe I should. But if you think that it's going to be helpful, you have to work on that, you see. So like speaking, 4 counts in, hold, 4 to 6 count out. You see, so you speak about some phrases, you pause a bit, you move forward. Then technique 3, focus on service, not performance. Don't think, I need to impress them. Think instead, I have something valuable to share, like Aruna said today. It's a very good point. Shifts focus from yourself to your message. That helps, guys. That always helps, like what you want to convey. Don't think about being judged. Think about giving value. You see, that's important. Prepare your first 15 seconds perfectly. Memorize your opening hook word for word. Once you get past those first 15 seconds, nervousness decreases. Your brain relaxes once you're in motion. And accept imperfection. And I think as you all, we are not, including me, but I love the way you all came forward today. You all have to be very proud. So I think we don't have that issue. Accept imperfection. Permission to be imperfect reduces anxiety. One mistake doesn't ruin a speech. Recovery matters more than perfection. So like I said, I want to bring back just one point. When I show you all, right, these templates, I'm not asking you all to remember them. Like remember every word by heart. I want you all to get some phrases and then change it accordingly. You understand, guys? Yes. So guys, as a home task, it's a must. I'll give you 2-3 weeks, but you must, for the certification, you need to give me speeches. You have to record and send me. Number 1, welcome speech, depending on your context. Number 2, a thank you speech. Number 3, a farewell speech. That's all. Okay. So this one, guys, it's optional, the persuasive pitch. If you want, go ahead. So take your time. Okay. I want, and you will have detailed feedback. You will have a report, guys. It's not like the other home task. It's a must. So I know we are busy. So take 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but it is part of the certification. You see, so it has to be confident. You can't read a paper. You just need to be natural, but it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. If there are issues, for example, let's say if I'm not very happy, I would give proper guidelines and I would ask you to re-record yourself. So you take your phone, record it. You can send it to our WhatsApp now, because since I'm here, I don't want to lie. It's also fine. So you know that number 070-368-5199. You can just record it, send it to me. That's all. Okay, it's not a big deal, guys. So send it through WhatsApp if you can't get to the platform, if it's a hassle for you. But to that number, 70-368-5199. In my message tomorrow, I'll drop it as well. Okay. So guys, just work on this technique. So when we have a physical meeting, like an offline meeting, maybe in advance, I'll tell you to prepare a speech and you can deliver that too. Okay. So that's an important thing. So guys, these are for your reference. I'm not going to take much time. Now, guys, just give me 5 minutes. I want to show you pronunciation. That's important. So the thing is, guys, there are certain words we tend to mispronounce, right? So to become a very good speaker, you need to break a word. Never get nervous that you have to pronounce this word. The difference between a native speaker and a non-native speaker is that native speakers don't rush. Non-native speakers, we tend to speak too fast. The thing is, our languages are like that. Right now here, guys, this word, it's decision. You see, so decision. You see that, right? There are two syllables. Decision. Decision. You see, but break it into 3 first. Decision. It's not decision. It's a decision. So it's not decision. It's not decision. It's decision. 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 You have to practice, guys, 10 times, 20 times. Okay. So I make decisions every day. I make tough decisions all the time. You see, so if I try to say everything, I make tough decisions, it's difficult for me. If I try to rush, I try to make tough decisions. I make tough decisions every day. You see, I make one chunk. I make tough decisions every day. You understand this? Break it, guys. You can do it. I'm sure. Next one is usually. It's not usually, it's usually. Usually. You see, usually. Usually. Je. You see, usually. 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 Je. So once again, je. You see, practice. Next one is informative. Not informative, it's informative. You see, informative. Informative. Next one is definite. Definite. We don't say definite, it's definite. Definite. You see, we stress on the definite. Next one, guys, is develop. Develop. You see, it's also very important. Develop. And then the next one is development. Development. You see, development. You see, so whenever we see the stress words, you have to practice. That's why I have this table for you. Development. Development. So you see, we have made, or we have seen, there is a development. You see, so it has developed, and we would like to speak about the development. We would like to speak about the development. Then precision. You see, precision. So decision, precision. You see, decision, precision. You need to kind of work on that, guys. You see. So I've given this. I think it's pretty clear. Now, how to use it in a sentence. And this, guys, you have to send the recording to slowly. Okay, just remember, okay, it's in my agenda of the program. It's must. Now, for example, guys, look, you break it. We need to make a decision by Friday. You see, we need to make a decision by Friday. And usually native speakers do break it. Like, we need to make a decision by Friday. You see, so chunking is a very important thing. Chunking is so you have to break it. You see, I usually start meetings at 9 a.m. You see, I usually start meetings at 9 a.m. So I usually start meetings, one chunk. It's one chunk. You see, I usually start meetings at 9 a.m. I usually work with friendly people. You see, I usually work with friendly people. You see, your presentation was very informative. Your presentation was very informative. We need a definite answer by tomorrow. We need a definite answer. You see, we need a definite. Definite is an adjective describing the answer. We need a definite answer by tomorrow. Now you can say, we need the report by Friday. You see, we need the report by Friday. Then we need to develop better communication skills. Professional development is important for career growth. Professional development is important for career growth. This task requires precision. This task requires precision. So guys, these words are mispronounced, and we need to know how to do it. And for public speaking, to become an eloquent speaker, you need to work on that. So the more you practice with chunking, the better it becomes. That's all. Now look at this one. You see, we usually make important decisions with precision. Now you can't read the whole sentence. We usually make important decisions with precision. So pause a bit. You see, we usually make important decisions, right? That's one chunk, with precision. The training was very informative and helped us develop new skills. We need a definite plan for professional development. Because you all are professionals, I don't want to ask her to read out loud now. I think I don't want to do that. But I want her to feel very comfortable. You need to know that I am your trainer, your friend, right? So never feel shy, guys, okay? Never, ever feel shy with me. Send whatever you want. Give me 2 to 3 days, maybe maximum 4. I need some time because of my busy schedule, but you all are very important to me. And I'll be very happy, guys, you send voice messages now. Those days, I promise you, I rejected because I was a bit in Russia and WhatsApp is blocked. And it's very difficult to get the audios. But now I'm here, so please, I'm approachable. You need to use me to get it done. Because honestly, guys, not that I know, I see that in Sri Lanka, people don't focus on this, like trainers. They don't. But honestly speaking, if you look at public speaking, communication, and so on, this is important. It's not about being like sounding like an American, right? It's not about sounding like an American or a Brit. It's about clarity, to be clear, right? So it's not difficult, guys. The tongue needs a bit of training. So I want you all to kind of relax, right? Close the door. Think that this is Nash, my friend, right? I don't mind. Don't feel shy. Just send it, guys. You must do it. It's part of the program too. Otherwise, guys, the program won't be effective. You see? So decision, usually, informative, definite, develop, development, precision. So watch the recording, right? Practice with the recording. And then, guys, send this as a home task. Record every sentence and send it to me. You can say, is this okay? If it's not okay, I would say, please try again, right? I'll give you some personal tips, okay? And if you don't mind, I'll also send you some voice messages, guys. It's all professional. Remember, it's all work-related with me. Okay, fine. So, guys, please work on this. So one key rule, right? Just work on these words and remember that you have to break sentences. That's an important thing. Fine. So that's the home task. I mentioned it. Guys, do you have questions about our lesson today? No, right? Okay. So guys, next Tuesday, we will meet again. So we are going to focus on all the tenses, right? So today is all about public speaking, but it's a very important lesson for grammar. So please don't miss it. Every lesson is going to be important. Then we'll focus on email marketing as well on Thursday. So Thursday's lesson, guys, is going to be a bit less communicative, but it's more like strategic. But Tuesday, guys, it's very important. We'll focus on important grammar skills, yes. So first, I'll take Sachitra's question. Go, Sachitra, please, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Are you conducting classes for children?
No, Sachitra,
For the small
unfortunately,
ones? No.
no.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Asanga, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. This is not related to the today's lesson. We had a spoken classes earlier this event with I don't remember the name of the tutor, the UK tutor. That moment, that lessons we the principal madam, I think if I'm not mistaken, Mrs. Kumari, we all together proposed to have a group just like Toastmasters. Then I think there are 23 members here. So if we can create a group like Toastmasters under your guidance, I think I know that you are not able to attend these meetings, but if we can from our own can create a group and have a Toastmasters like events, so we can improve our English. So
yes,
if
I
it
agree.
is if
It's a
it's
good idea.
possible, I think we can work on that.
Asanga, I thought about it. I honestly thought about it. It's because I agree with you, Asanga, and I think if somebody can initiate it, we should do that. Yes, we'll definitely discuss it. Yeah, we'll keep the group open. We'll discuss it and fix a schedule, and you all can use my Zoom meeting. You see if it's online, right? Because I have a paid account, so somebody can have the access to my Zoom account username and password, and you all can initiate it and take a discussion. I can send the materials, and maybe you all can practice, Asanga. You see, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, something like that. Or maybe, for example, that's why I said as a network, maybe you all can also meet with me or without me in Colombo or somewhere, like, to get to know each other and build that networking. That's very important, guys. I totally agree with Asanga, and I'm open for that. And you have my support 100%. We'll discuss that too, Asanga. We'll initiate it. We'll think about the first step.
Thank you.
So you're suggesting online, offline, Asanga? You're suggesting offline?
I think it's online. Online is better, no? I think
better.
online is better. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, if it's online, definitely. Then, you all can use my Zoom account, my username and everything, and arrange a time, Asanga. And also maybe I can give some guidelines on what kind of topics you all can discuss based on what we've been discussing. Yes, that's a good idea, Asanga. Yes, we'll do it. Definitely we'll do it. Yes, fine. Anything else, guys? Okay, fine, guys, fine. So I'll share the recording. This recording, guys, I'll give it to you as a YouTube because it will be there for you all the time, right? Rather than, because sometimes the cloud gets filled up and we might delete the recording. So these two, that's why I uploaded the first one as a YouTube video. The second one also I'll upload as a YouTube video for you all to go through. Yes. Thank you, guys. So have a great evening. See you then. Okay. See you guys. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good night. Bye.